What's up, guys? Thanks so much for tuning into the Game Show Maniacs YouTube. It's your girl, honestly. You guys already know I'm back with another Big Brother video. And of course, it's an eviction prediction. This is a usual thing on the channel. So just keep staying tuned because I'm coming back every week with a prediction anytime Big Brother's on. Now, this week, I have to be honest with you guys, it has been a little bit rough. I was actually personally devastated by the Rachel Riley exit. And I feel like with Mickey and Rachel leaving, the feeds kind of took a crash and they've been kind of a bore to watch. Now, because I love doing these YouTube videos and I love all of you guys, I did sit through some of these feeds and I was able to get a good gauge on what to expect on tonight's eviction. So let's jump right into the video. Now, the first scenario that we're going to look at is going to be if Will happens to pull out a win, which would be great. And I would be happy if Will actually finally got a win under his belt. Now, if Will were to win the BB Blockbuster, then we would be seeing Ashley versus Keanu. Now, pretty much everybody has turned on my boy, and nobody cares to keep Keanu in this house anymore. They're all scared. They all know that he can beat them, and pretty much nobody would save him. If Keanu is going up on the block, excuse me, if Keanu is on the block on eviction night against Ashley, we'd see that, of course, Will would vote to save Ashley. She's a really close ally of his. Ava has already stated that she's very close to both Will and Ashley, so she would definitely save Ashley as well. And then Mickey and Morgan are within the judges, so they would save the judge member. They've already pretty much discussed this, and yeah, they'd be keeping Ashley since they think that'd be best for their game, and they can beat her. Kelly would be actually turning on Keanu. Now, if you guys aren't live feed watchers, this is probably a huge surprise, but Kelly has fully turned on Keanu. She's been basically snitching, telling that he was considering Lauren and Vince on the block next week, as well as Morgan, if he were to win HOH. So basically, she already told what his noms would be, and she's already told Lauren, basically, go ahead, put Keanu up as the renom. I don't think we can beat him anyway in a challenge. I'm fine with him going home. So Kelly is. We're trying to censor things, so we're just gonna say Kelly is what Kelly is. But I can't wait for her to take her ass home. That's for sure. Can't censor that. So that's pretty much straightforward. Keanu's going home unanimously against Ashley. Now, the next scenario we'll look into is actually going to be the best scenario, which is if my boy Keanu can win. I personally want Keanu to stay over everybody on the block right now because he's going to provide the most entertainment and he's going to be the best competitor as far as challenges and getting control in the game going forward or saving himself. So, if Keanu wins the BB Blockbuster, I think that's the absolute best case scenario. So, on the block on eviction night would be Will versus Ashley. I love Will. I have to say that. But Will would be going home in this scenario. Ashley pretty much has the votes to stay over Will or Keanu. So she's pretty much a shoe-in to be here next week, just so everybody is aware. Going against Will, we would see that Ashley would have the votes of Keanu because Keanu would no longer be on the block. And Keanu also said that he would vote to keep Ashley, and he's under the impression that Ashley would vote to keep him as well had he be on the block for eviction night. So she has Keanu. She also will have Morgan and Vince because they've been discussing everything, and due to the fact that Will stay if he's on the block against either of them, either Morgan or Vince. They think it is best for their game to just get Will out now. That way they don't have to worry about him staying unanimously over them. So that's 3 votes that she has to stay, and you only need 3 to stay this week. She would also get the vote of Kelly because Kelly's been talking with Vince and already has, agreed that yeah, will stay over either of them, and Kelly would prefer to go against Ashley because she thinks she would have a better chance. So that is 4 people that Ashley has, and then Ava is probably the only swing vote if there is like a possible swing vote. Well, not even a swing vote. Oh my God, scratch that. Ava would be the only one that would possibly vote for Will to stay. Could be a sympathy vote. She could, just give him a vote just so that way she shows that she always had his back and she cares about him. But she also said that she likes Ashley and she has a working relationship with Ashley as well. So she may just give Ashley her vote and it could be a unanimous eviction of Will if it's Ashley versus Will. Now, the last scenario that we'll take a look into is if my girl Ashley can finally win another challenge. Like I said, I love everybody that's on the block this week, so it's actually going to be devastating for me to lose any of them. But since, as I mentioned, every video there is a leaderboard going on, and I am going against the official Cliffy J, my fellow YouTuber friend, I want to win. I want to beat him. So, like I said, best case scenario is Keanu staying and Will going home because Will is on Cliffy J's team. Ashley's also on Cliffy J's team as well. So I would be okay with her going, but that's not really in the books for this week. So let's get back to it. If we're looking at Ashley winning the blockbuster, we're going to see Keanu versus Will. In the case of Keanu versus Will, we're seeing another time that Keanu is evicted unanimously, which is very unfortunate because I do really like Keanu. But of course, we know Ava and Ashley are his number ones, basically. He's clarified that he picks Ava over Ashley, but Ashley's like his third daughter, I think it was. So he really values her as well. So Ava, Ashley, they're voting for Will to stay, of course. And then I do know Vince and Morgan would be voting for Will to stay as well over Keanu. So in that case, they're wanting to protect another judge member. Kelly, I do believe, could possibly give Keanu a sympathy vote since jury has now started. And if she wants to ensure that she gets Keanu's vote, if she does make it to those final 2 chairs, she should throw him a sympathy vote in reality, but she may not throw him a sympathy vote because she wants him to go anyway. But yeah, I have it broken down as her giving him a sympathy vote because I think she would. So we'll see on eviction night. Now, usually I do a honest leaves dangers list at the end of each eviction prediction video. But this week, y'all, let's just keep it real. Everybody's in danger this week, I think. Because if Keanu happens to stay, which I really am praying, let's bring Lord into this. I'm praying Keanu stays. If he stays, like he said, he's putting up the 3 girls. So that's going to be Ava, Lauren, and Kelly, from what I understand. So if he puts up Ava, Lauren, and Kelly, that's great. That gets them in the dangers list. And then if a person like Ashley stays, it's probably going to be the same people going up, minus Kelly. It'll probably be Keanu. If Vince wins, Vince has to really mix it up because he's aligned with everybody. And so that's going to be a really spicy week where anybody could really be in danger except for Morgan and Lauren. So yeah, and Will, if Will gets into the HOH, he's putting up Lauren, he's putting up Kelly, and he's probably putting up Keanu. So everybody is pretty much in danger this week. So except for maybe Will, actually, if Will were to stay this week, he'd be the only one that'd be safe. But I think Will is going to be the one to go home. So yeah, given that it's just all over the place in this BB house, I'm not doing a dangerous list because everybody is in danger. So stay tuned for my power rankings because I'm finally going to be releasing that this upcoming week. So stay tuned for that and make sure to watch these upcoming episodes because it's going to be a spicy BB week. I think week 10 is going to be lit. Thank you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And also check out me on X, Lovely Leisha 7. I do daily updates on the live feeds. All right, toodles.